This will be an 8th grade video for section 8.4. In this section, we're going to be solving using elimination just like we did in 8.3. However, there's one step on these that you're going to have to add before they're ready to go. Because if we look at this one we have on this screen here, well, by the way, you're going to have a sheet of paper. We're going to do 10 problems, and you just follow along with me. So look at this one. We've got a system of equations here, as we've been solving for this whole chapter so far. And if we were to solve with substitution, the second way we learned, we'd have to manipulate these equations and make it say x equals, or make it say y equals, and have that box, and then put that into the other equation. And that method really, with this equation, these equations we've got set up here, that method's going to be really lengthy. So the next method we learned was elimination, where we would just add these together. We'd end up with 8x, we'd end up with 8y, and we'd end up with 56, which doesn't eliminate anything here. And even if we subtracted one of these, even if we just made all the top one negative, for example, we'd have negative 2x's and we'd have 4y's. We still haven't eliminated anything. So what we're going to have to do in this section is we're going to have to manipulate one of these equations so that one of the variables will disappear. So I see that the x's here have a coefficient of 5 and 3, and I'm going to point out that this y coefficient, the 2 and 6, is going to be easier to work with. We will have some, I know what I'm saying doesn't really make sense right now, but we will have some where we're going to have to manipulate both equations. But on this one, all we're going to have to do, we're going to put parentheses around this whole equation, and we're going to multiply everything here by the number negative 3. And then what's going to happen is we have positive 6y in the bottom equation. We're going to then have negative 6y in the top one, so that when we do combine these equations, when we do add these together, we do eliminate the y variable. So just underneath this, I'm going to put, well, negative 3 times 5 is negative 15x minus 6y equals, and negative times a negative is a positive, so positive 30. And I'm just going to go ahead and put a line through this top equation. I don't want to ever think about it again. I rewrote it. This is the same equation. I just put a line through it and get rid of it. Now, we are going to just add these together. The y's are going to disappear. So we have negative 12x equals 96. And then to solve for x, we'll divide by negative 12. Divide by negative 12, we get x equals, well, 96 divided by 12. 12 times, I think it's 8, makes 96. That's 16. 96, so it's going to be negative 8. Now we'll go ahead and take that, put it in our top equation here, or how about this blue one? So 3 times negative 8 plus 6y equals 66. Well, 3 times 8 is 24, so this will be negative 24 plus 6y equals 66. Add 24 to both sides, add 24 to both sides. 6y equals 90. I know that 6 times 5 is 30, and I need 3 of these to make 90. So 6 times 15 is 90. Divide by 6, divide by 6, y equals 15. So we get the point, negative 8, 15. And I don't think all of them are going to have really giant numbers like this. I think it's just how this one played out. Again, our answers should look like this, and I do expect to see your work. So there we go. I'm going to go ahead and move on to number 2. Next one, we will be doing 10 of these. I know it seems like a lot, but I think the repetition will help us with the familiarity of these problems. So let's see, we've got the next one will be 4x plus 2y equals 6. We've got 3x minus y equals negative 8. Looking at the x's, can't really use 3 and make a 4. Can't make 3 with 4. So let's look at the y's. I have 2y here. I think it's pretty easy to make this bottom one negative 2y. So I'm going to go ahead and multiply everything on the bottom by -2. And then since it's the bottom one here, I'm going to rewrite these so that I don't have a gap with a line through this equation. So we'll have 4x plus 2y equals 6. And I said times -2 here, but it's times +2 because it's already negative, positive and negative. So we'll have 6x minus 2y equals 16. The y's will disappear. So we'll have 10x equals, let's see, did I make a mistake already? I don't think so. 16 plus 6 is 22. Really? 2.2? I wonder if I wrote this one wrong. 4x plus 2y equals 6. Oh, whatever. We'll just solve this one, but I'm pretty sure I wrote the problem wrong originally. Divide by 10. Divide by 10. X equals 2.2. I 100% wrote this problem wrong. So we're going to take this value of x, we'll put it in this top equation. So we'll have 4 times 2.2 plus 2y equals 6. 4 times 2 is 8, so this will be 8.8 plus 2y equals 6. We'll subtract 8.8, subtract 8.8, so 2y equals negative 6. So 8 minus 6 is going to be 2.8. Divide by 2, we get y equals negative 1.4. I apologize for that one. You will not have any decimals on your homework. But they work the same, you're just solving it with decimals. And I didn't go into detail with the decimals, with subtracting and adding and dividing by decimals, but I mean, this line works. These two lines, they do have a solution. They're not the same line or anything, so they do cross at the coordinates at the x. X is 2.2, y is negative 1.4. All right, hopefully I didn't write any more of these wrong. We've got negative 6x plus 9y equals negative 12. We've got 2x plus y equals 0. We could get rid of the x or the y. Here's what we'd need to do for the x's. We'd have to make this was negative 6. We'd have to make this a positive 6. So we'd just multiply the x's by negative 3. For the y's, if this is positive 9, we'd have to multiply everything on the bottom by negative 9. We could choose either one. I'm going to choose the x's. So we're going to go ahead and multiply this by negative 3. I said negative again. It's already negative, or it's already positive and negative, so I don't change the sign. So we'll have negative 6x plus 9y equals negative 12. We've got 6x plus 3y equals, well, 0 times 3 is 0, so that didn't actually change. The x's go away. We've got 12y equals negative 12. Divide by 12, divide by 12, y equals negative 1. Plug that into this. I'm going to plug it into this original bottom one. So we'll have 2x plus, instead of plus negative 1, I'm going to write minus 1 equals 0. So we'll do plus 1, plus 1. Those go away. 2x equals 1. Divide by 2, divide by 2. There's actually our answer. Our x is right here at x equals 1/2. So our point is 1/2 negative 1. All right. Next one. 3x minus 7x. 7y equals 2. We've got 6x minus 9y equals 9. Getting rid of the x is going to be easiest here. For the y's, I'd have to make these positive and negative 63. So that's we'd have to change them both. So let's just multiply this top one by negative 2, because then we'll have negative 6x plus 14y equals negative 4. We'll have positive 6x minus 9y equals 9. X's will go away. We'll have 5y equals 5. Divide 5, divide 5. Y equals 1. And we can plug it into any of these, doesn't matter. How about this bottom one? So 6x minus 9 times 1, I'm just going to leave that out because it's a y is 1 equals 9. Plus 9, we get 6x equals 18. 9's went away. Divide 6, x equals 3. 3, 1. And we're getting a little bit faster. We're almost halfway there. Next one will be negative 3x plus y equals 11. We've got 2x plus 3y equals negative 11. Now, getting rid of the x's, we'd have to change these to 6 and negative 6. We'd have to change them both, so let's get rid of the y's. Multiply the top one by negative 3, so we'll have negative 3y's, and down here we have the positive 3y's, so we'll have 9x, negative times a negative makes positive, minus 3y equals negative 33. 3 times 11 is 33. 2x plus 3y equals negative 11. The y's go away, 9, 10, 11. X's equals negative 44. 44 works with 11, that's good. Divide by 11, x equals negative 4. Let's put it in the top one before we changed it. So we'll have negative 3 times negative 4 plus y equals 11. And I chose the top one because I know I'm not going to have to divide anything at the end. I'm just going to have one step. So this is positive 12. So let's just do minus 12, minus 12. 12's go away. Y equals negative 1. All right, I think we're halfway there now. Next one is 9x plus y equals 9. We've got 3x minus 2y equals negative 11. Getting rid of the y's is probably the easiest here. We're going to multiply everything on the top by 2. 18x plus 2y equals 9. 3x minus 2y equals negative 11. Their y's will go away, so we'll have 21x equals, did I make a mistake somewhere? Oh, there goes the bell. How about 18? That's a little bit better. 3x, let me see. All right, it's going to happen. 7. Divide by 21, divide by 21. X equals 7/21, which is, you could divide them both by 7. We get 1/3. This actually is going to be okay, though, for our y. 1/3 is the right answer here. Let's plug it into this top one. Let's plug it into let's do the top one. I don't have any negatives to worry about. So we'll do 9 times 1/3 plus y equals 9. Well, 9 times 1/3, that means 1/3 of 9. So we'll think about 9 divided by 3. We got 3 here, 3 here, and 3 here. 3, 6, 9. So one group of those is 3. 1/3 of 9, or 9 1/3. I could think of it like this too. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 1/3 is a total of 3 whole circles. Or we can just change this 9 over 1. So this will be 9/3, which is equal to 9 divided by 3. So that's 3. It's always going to be 3. 9 times 1/3 is 3. 3 plus y equals 9 minus 3 minus 3. You get y equals 6. So it'll be 1/3, 6. And I told you there weren't any more fractions, decimals. I guess I lied to you. All right, 4 more. X plus 4y equals 2. 2x plus 5y equals 7. Let's get rid of the x's on the, we'll have to change the top one to make it negative 2x. So times negative 2. We'll have negative 2x minus 8y equals negative 4. 2x plus 5y equals 7. We'll keep the bottom one the same. X's go away. We'll have negative 3y equals 3. Divide by negative 3. Divide by negative 3. Y equals negative 1. Let's go into the top one before we changed it. Looks like We won't have to divide anything because x is there by itself. So we'll say x plus x minus 4 is 2. I'll be right out. 5 minutes.
What are you doing?
I'm making a video.
Oh, tell everybody I said hi.
Hey, Mr. DeWitt says hi. Plus 4 to both sides. It was 4 times negative 1, so I wrote minus 4. Plus 4 plus 4, we get x equals 6. 6, negative 1. Let's see, I've got 3 more. We're almost there. 2x plus y equals 3. Negative x plus 3y equals negative 12. Let's get rid of the x's. We'll just have to multiply everything on the bottom by 2 because we'll have positive 2 and negative 2. So we've got 2x plus y equals 3. We'll have negative 2x plus 6y equals negative 24. X's go away. We'll have 7y equals negative 21. Divide by 7. Divide by 7. Y equals negative 3. Let's put it into the top one. 2x minus 3 equals 3. Add 3. Add 3. 2x equals 6. Divide by 2. Divide by 2. X equals 3. So that's 3, negative 3. Now for the next 2, we will have to manipulate both equations because they're not always going to be perfect for us. 6x plus 5y equals 19. 2x plus 3y equals 5. Oh, never mind. Maybe just the last one. Actually, none of these. Sometimes we'll have to multiply both of them, but I guess we didn't pick any of those examples. And you won't have any in your homework, so don't worry about it. Bottom one, we're going to have to multiply by negative 3 because we'll have 6 and negative 6. In fact, I want to get rid of the y's. I am going to go back to what I was just saying. I want to get rid of the y's on this one, which means we're going to have to multiply both of these equations because I want to make this 15 and negative 15. So let's multiply these by 3 and these by negative 5 because that'll make this 15y and this will be negative 15y. So I'll go over here and rewrite these equations. 3 times 6 is 18x. 3 times 5, that'll be plus 15y equals 19 times 3. Well, I know 20 times 3 is 60, so that'll be a 57. Take 3 away to make it 19. This will be negative 10x minus 15y equals negative 25. Now the y's will go away. We'll have 8x equals, let's do 57 minus 25. 7 minus 5 is 2. And that'll be 32. Divide by 8. Divide by 8. X equals 4. Let's go into this bottom one here. 2 times 4 plus 3y equals 5. 8 plus 3y equals 5 minus 8 minus 8. 3y equals negative 3. So y equals, divide by 3, negative 1. So our point is 4, negative 1. We're going to have one more problem here. And we're going to do the hard way on this one too. It's going to have some pretty big numbers, but 2x plus 5y equals 16. And we got another 15 here. That stinks. Negative 4x plus 3y equals 20. So normally you just double the top equation. You'd have positive 4x and negative 4x. But let's get rid of the y's because I want to show once more how to get, like if we have to change both of these equations, how we should do it. Let's get rid of the y's. We're going to make it 15 and negative 15. So let's go this one times 3 and this one times negative 5 again. So it'll be 6x plus 15y equals 48. We've got 20x, not plus, it's going to be minus 15y equals negative 100. Putting these together, we'll have 26x equals 52. But it's negative, 100 is bigger. Absolute value of 100 is bigger. Divide by 26, divide by 26, x equals negative 2. 2 times negative 2 plus 5y equals 16. So I took this original top equation and I plugged in negative 2 for x. We've got negative 4 plus 5y equals 16. We'll add 4 to both sides. Add 4 to both sides. 5y equals 20. Divide 5. Divide 5. Y equals 4. Negative 2, 4. Parentheses. Whew, we made it through 10 of these problems. I hope it wasn't too bad. Next week, you're only going to have one major assignment. You might have one like multiple choice thing. So hopefully these weren't too crazy. I think you have 5 to do as homework. Make sure you come into the Google Meets if you need any help. Make sure you come into the required Google Meets. Let me know if you have any questions.